on sentencing on the 18th of January, and I can only do one of two things: go to a halfway house or come home. Now, that's not what I wanted, you know, but God knows best. There's a reason He still had to sit still. There's a reason He didn't get His life back in His own hands to take off with it. I don't know what it is, but my God knows. My God knows and has it all worked out. But one of the things that his lawyer asked for, and I told Pastor I was going to do this during the inspiration hour, because right now there's people sitting in their homes or in a church or on their computer looking at me right now that has somebody struggling in this criminal justice system. We all know somebody struggling in it. The bulk of our healthy men are there. We all know somebody, not the bulk, but a lot of them. Let me scratch that. That's not the truth. The bulk of our healthy men are right here with us. But there are many of them who are healthy and able and capable, who are in our criminal justice system, who are in a vicious circle, like a hamster on that spin wheel, going round and round and round. Well, we need those men with us. We need their time, we need their love, we need their efforts, we need their commitment, we need their help, and we need to give them what we have to offer. We need what they have to offer, and we need to give them what we have to offer. But one of the things that my son's lawyer said is going to be helpful in this process is if for all the people who know him, or here's the real beauty here, or the people who care for him, who care about him, can write a letter in his behalf saying that, now see how God works. I had this, what I was going to say that needs to be in the letter. He said, Mama, nobody in the church can say that. I said, why? He said, because nobody in the church knows that, Mama. I said, oh. I said, well, then what do we say? He said, Mama, you have to say the truth. I said, well, I thought I just said the truth. He said, well, yes, but all the judge and the probation people or parole people want to know is that, one, you care for me, two, you trust that I'm not going to disappoint you. You trust that I'm not going to come here or get out and do something that I shouldn't do. You don't know. You can't guarantee it, but you believe. The judge just wants to know who believes in me, who cares for me, who believes in me, and who believes that I don't want to disappoint them. That's all that they can't say. He said, they don't, you know, he said, I went to your church one time, so it's not like they've been watching me. He said, now they've been a part of the trial. They do know. They watched me. They know what they saw, but really they believe in me. And that's what the judge wants to know. Who loves me, who cares about me, who believes in me. And if somebody knows of support that I might need, like knows of people who would be good to hook up with to look for work, or, you know, those kinds of things, that would be nice. But right now, they just need to know that people love and care about me and support me. So I took the liberty of typing out the judge's name, and there's a place in there for you to write your name, and it says concerning Gail Joseph Young, and down at the bottom it says respectfully yours, so you can sign your name, but just anything that you feel would be honest and pure and direct for my son. And so I'm going to pass these around. So I'm going to pass them around so you can think about it, fill it out, and I'll get it next Sunday. And I'm going to send them all. I wrote a big one. In fact, he had to tell me, Mama, the first half, take that out. What are you talking about? Well, I said, Mama, look, save that for your book. That ain't going to help them. He said, Mama, all you need to do, and then he said, all that last part, that's all you need to say, Mama. That's all you need to say. I said, God, you're so smart, son. He said, sometimes, Mama, you make it hard, Mama. moment. I said, well, you know, son, I just love you. I just believe in you. And I do know you have a great future. And he said, and Mama, really? That's all you need to say. But all that first part, because I was talking about when the drugs tore up the neighborhood and what year we started losing boys. And he said, Mama, look, they already know that. That's not the issue. The issue right now is the judge needs to know there are people who care about me, who love me, and who believe in me. That's all. That's all. I said, okay, well, son, that ain't nothing. That's done. That's a wrap. So, Pastor, I can't say again, thank you. It was just to know that you heard his voice. Just to know that you heard his voice, because, you know, all this time you guys haven't been able to talk to him. You know, haven't heard his voice. But just till we I tried to call Mother Thomas, but she was out. But we tried to call Cynthia, but she don't never answer her phone. But I got everybody's number, so as I can, I'm going to call. When he calls, I'm going to call somebody. So, you know, I'm going to call his auntie. And call Bertha, you know, call Lady B. But just so you guys can hear his voice, just so he can hear your voice, my heart was so thrilled. You know, just to know that Pastor and him was on the phone talking. You know, after all this time, just that they were having a conversation. And I know it did so much for his heart. And the reason I wanted to do this now, and that was my point, and I'm saying this, and I'm going to sit down. We need to come up with different plans for how to attack the enemy on these efforts in this way. We need to do things either we haven't done or we used to do that worked and we stopped doing. And one of the things that worked that we stopped doing was coming together in a collective with a full body. It's hard for Satan to get us all in one time. It's hard. But as we unite with each other and we make effort to save our sons and our daughters, they do. This love moves. Love changes things. Love makes a difference. So our prayers and our love make the difference. Pastor, thank you. I wouldn't be standing here. I would never have walked through this with the kind of, the way that I've been able to walk through this if it hadn't been for the love of Pastor and all of you. I would have been in the hospital during the first trial, and I'm not making that up. This process has been devastating. I mean, God has allowed me to be numb through a lot of it, so I wouldn't have to have caved in from the emotional pain and agony that I felt. He gave me the spirit of, you know, just automatic pilot, so that the emotional pain and turmoil and hurt and anguish wouldn't overtake me. And so, you know, maybe I'll feel something down the road later. I'll fall out of here one Sunday, maybe after he get here. He can pick me up. But I would not have been as successful and as productive as I've been through this if it wasn't for the love of my pastor, wasn't for the love of my church family. My family has been with me. They're praying for me, but they haven't been able to go to the trial with me. They weren't able to be there. Not that they didn't want to. They came when they could, but they couldn't. But my church family was there every step of the way. And as a result, you guys know the truth. So you get to share in the miracle of what God is doing in this. You get to pass the story on. You tell people about your experience because it's been that, on some days, horrific and shocking. But on other days, it's been that big of a miracle. So I love everybody. I thank you, and I'll get the letters next week. And deliver them to the lawyer.